America, the land of the free and the home of the brave. Hello everyone. Welcome to today's session. Today, we are going to learn about political history of America. America was founded more than 500 years ago by Christopher Columbus, who discovered the New World in 1492. America's history is rich and diverse, with a complex tapestry of events and people that have shaped the country into what it is today. Our story begins with the Founding Fathers of America. It was a group of individuals who played a significant role in the American Revolution and the establishment of the United States as a nation. Some of the most well-known Founding Fathers include George Washington, 1732–1799. John Adams, 1735–1826. Thomas Jefferson, 1743–1826. Benjamin Franklin, 1706–1790. James Madison, 1751–1836. Alexander Hamilton, 1755–1804. These individuals came from diverse backgrounds and had different perspectives on what the new government should look like. Some were wealthy landowners, others were merchants or lawyers. But they all shared a common goal of establishing a new form of government that would be based on democratic principles and individual freedoms. The American Civil War started on April 12, 1861, when Confederate forces attacked a United States military installation at Fort Sumter in South Carolina. But it was during the Civil War that one man emerged as a leader who would forever change the course of history. Born in a log cabin in Kentucky, Abraham Lincoln. He grew up to become a lawyer and politician, eventually rising to become the 16th President of the United States. During the Civil War, Abraham Lincoln demonstrated remarkable leadership by preserving the Union and navigating the country through one of its darkest periods. He rallied the country with his powerful speeches and strategic decisions. Lincoln's leadership and vision helped guide the country through one of its greatest challenges and set the foundation for a more just and equal society. One interesting incident that demonstrates Lincoln's critical thinking and leadership qualities was the Emancipation Proclamation, issued in 1863. Abolishing slavery was one of Abraham Lincoln's most significant accomplishments. He firmly believed that slavery was a moral wrong that needed to be eliminated, and he worked tirelessly to achieve that goal. Lincoln realized that he needed to be strategic in his approach, as an outright abolition of slavery could alienate the border states that were still loyal to the Union. He waited for a military victory to give him the momentum needed to issue the proclamation, which he did after the Union's victory at the Battle of Antietam. His speeches and writings are still revered today for their eloquence, wisdom, and profound insights into the human condition. Here are some of his most memorable quotes, which continue to inspire and guide us even after more than 150 years. Let us hear some of the most famous quotes said by Lincoln. 1. Better to remain silent and be thought a fool than to speak out and remove all doubt. This quote suggests that sometimes it's better to say nothing at all than to say something foolish and ruin your reputation. 2. I am not bound to win, but I am bound to be true. I am not bound to succeed, but I am bound to live up to what light I have. Lincoln believed that staying true to oneself and living up to one's beliefs is more important than winning or succeeding. 3. Nearly all men can stand adversity, but if you want to test a man's character, give him power. This quote highlights the idea that power can reveal one's true character, and that it's easier to face adversity than to wield power responsibly. 4. The best way to predict the future is to create it. This quote encourages individuals to take control of their own destiny and shape their future through their actions and choices. 5. The things I want to know are in books. My best friend is the man who'll get me a book I ain't read. This quote expresses Lincoln's love for learning and his belief in education, as well as his appreciation for those who help him expand his knowledge. 6. I have been driven many times upon my knees by the overwhelming conviction that I had nowhere else to go. 7. My great concern is not whether you have failed, but whether you are content with your failure. 8. The best thing about the future is that it comes one day at a time. 9. No man has a good enough memory to be a successful liar. 10. You cannot escape the responsibility of tomorrow by evading it today. 11. In the end, it's not the years in your life that count. It's the life in your years. 12. I don't think much of a man who is not wiser today than he was yesterday. 13. I am a slow walker, but I never walk back. 14. I am not concerned that you have fallen. I am concerned that you arise. 15. The best thing to hold on to in life is each other. 16. I destroy my enemies when I make them my friends. 17. You can fool all the people some of the time, and some of the people all the time. But you cannot fool all the people all the time. 18. The only way to do great work is to love what you do. 19. Whatever you are, be a good one. 20. All that I am, or hope to be, I owe to my angel mother. 21. My concern is not whether God is on our side. My greatest concern is to be on God's side, for God is always right. 22. I do not think much of a man who is not moved by little things. 23. Most folks are about as happy as they make up their minds to be. 24. Give me 6 hours to chop down a tree and I will spend the first 4 sharpening the axe. 25. The philosophy of the schoolroom in one generation will be the philosophy of government in the next. 26. Let us have faith that right makes might, and in that faith, let us, to the end, dare to do our duty as we understand it. 27. We can complain because rose bushes have thorns, or rejoice because thorn bushes have roses. 28. I remember my mother's prayers and they have always followed me. They have clung to me all my life. 29. It often requires more courage to dare to do right than to fear to do wrong. 30. You can have anything you want if you want it badly enough. You can be anything you want to be, do anything you set out to accomplish if you hold to that desire with singleness of purpose. That was Abraham Lincoln. I hope you learned something. See you guys soon in the next video.